What's happening, YouTube? It's K Mega 405 live from the 405, where I'm just your regular gamer talking to the intelligent gamers out there. So, man, a lot of us is going to be off work because of Memorial Day, and you know, I plan on gaming all night, man. It is supposed to be a great time for people that just want to unwind, relax, be on the lakes or the beach or whatever, and just kick back and enjoy. And for us gamers, it's also a great time because after Madden comes, then the onslaught of games starts beginning to come, and then the fall season of all these hot games come out at the end of the year, and it's just good times. But yeah, there's got to be some kind of crazy news, and this is probably the most bizarre out of all the news that I've been talking about this month. This has got to be the most bizarre, or maybe the most disrespectful. Respawn, as everybody knows, Titanfall was an Xbox One exclusive. Now it's a multi-plat. Well, now that they're becoming a multi-plat, it seems like their narrative has changed from where at one point in time they seemed like they were happy because they were in a desperate situation. Now, because they have sold over 10 million copies of Titanfall, they seem a little arrogant. And the reason why I say that is this right here. EA Access, you know, it's only on the PC and it's only on Xbox One. It is a service, if people are not familiar with, that put games in the vault, older games in the vault, and it also, for the newer games, they promote them. By buying them through EA Access, you get a discount of 10%, and then you get a 10-hour trial. And this is if you decide to buy the game or not, but it's 10 hours that you get to play the game. And it's not a demo or beta or anything, it's the actual game. So I feel that that is a great deal, a great service. And every new game that's come out on EA, that game is available. That service is available on EA Access. Well, Respawn does not want that to happen. So they basically told EA that they didn't want Titanfall 2 to be on EA Access. Now, the reason why I say that I feel like this was disrespectful is because, remember, Titanfall was first brought up to Sony, and Sony rejected it, said they didn't want to have nothing to do with it. So they went to Microsoft, and Microsoft put up the money for it. This game is one of the most original shooters that you've ever played. It was something different, fresh, new, and everybody gave them a pass when they came out with the beta because everybody thought that the game was going to have a lot more content, a lot more things added to it. But the game was kind of bare bones, but the game was so fun. The servers were perfect. You know, you didn't have any type of lag. The game was fast paced. It was like Call of Duty on crack. In that sense, as a matter of fact, it didn't even feel like Call of Duty. It felt like its own game. Now, Titanfall 2 came, and a lot of people feel like this is kind of like a dumbed down version to get people to that plays COD to get into Titanfall 2, which I feel is a huge mistake. But that's another story for another day. What is the problem right here is that they're catering to the PlayStation because they say that it's a disadvantage to PlayStation owners because they don't have EA Access. Well, that's not EA Access fault or Xbox fans' fault. It was Sony's fault for rejecting EA Access for PlayStation Now. That is an absolute fact. So there's no crossplay going to be involved. So how is Sony fans being at a disadvantage? No Xbox fans are going to play, any Sony fans. So how is that even in the discussion of a disadvantage? I think that it's basically loud and clear that this man Zappella he's been catering Sony from the get. And he was happy that he got this game funded, but you damn sure don't ever burn your bridge. I find it to be atrocious. Now, if there is something that Respawn is going to, give for an incentive to Microsoft later, like, maps for free, the maps are going to be free, but for, maps first on Xbox, something like that, just to kind of, say, our bad. Okay, I can see that, but to do nothing and just say, hey, so what? It's like that. That's a definite slap in the face. That is total disrespect. And I find it to be atrocious. I really do. I don't understand how anybody could get, when you got your hand out at that time, were you thinking, oh well, when this game gets big, we're going to go ahead and just slap your hand away and say, no. They were thankful. They were humble. Now that the game is being successful, they made some money. Now they're going to dumb the game down, and they're going to make it, I guess, a personal race to try to stop Call of Duty. Well, nothing is going to stop Call of Duty except for the people that will choose not to buy Call of Duty. But when you got 14, 15-year-olds that want to play COD, it's going to get bought by parents. You got people that just love COD regardless of whatever COD looks like. And this don't look like COD if you've seen the new trailer, but hey, it's still going to sell. It's too much competition out there, and for Respawn to kind of do the game like they're doing it, and then they're trying to be assholes by trying to just shit on EA Access owners. That's even on the PC as well. I find it to be very distasteful, and it's really it's bad. It's just bad business. You just what I'm saying, you want support from everybody. I understand that you want to get at that 45 million base out there, but to just completely abandon what got you here in the first place is just absolutely amazing to me. So it's trash. I'm definitely not going to buy it day one. I might not buy it until it comes on EA Access, which that'll be sometime later next year when the game is going to be obsolete. So, I just found it to be disgusting. And then on my last point, I just want to be real brief with it, is about Recore. I want the Xbox community. I've said this on both podcasts, on the next podcast, and then I said it this morning on Ghost Rider 730's podcast. I think with the Xbox community supporting Recore, it benefits all gamers from the Xbox community. Even if you're not into Japanese games, this is one of the stigmas that Xbox has always had on it. It's always for the bro shooters. If it's not Halo, Gears, Forza, whatever, any of the big games, then nobody's buying anything else. And for a long time, it's been true. So it would benefit not only Microsoft, but it benefits the gamers, that if they like those niche type of games, they don't have to always go to PlayStation or Nintendo or PC. They can get those games right on the Xbox as well. And I feel like if Recore sells well, then that is the barometer for Scalebound to have success. And if those games are successful, then we could be seeing a whole bunch of different Japanese titles that are good titles coming to the Xbox One and to the Scorpio in the future. I mean, just back with Compat, we could be looking at Bayonetta 1. We could be looking at, Ninja Gaiden, Black. Just countless other games that has maybe a Guilty Gear. You know what I'm saying? You never know. I mean, there's so many possibilities with that. So yeah, Xbox community, go support Recore. Get Worms as well too, just on a side note. Hit that sub and like button. Peace, everybody.